While we've never actually seen it, it has to be a guarantee that WWE is keeping a blacklist of past performers. A list of people that WWE is refusing contact with like they have an STI. And while some of these performers have left the blacklist, they were certainly on it for a long time. Here are the top 10 wrestlers who got blacklisted from the WWE. Medusa. She may be in the WWE Hall of Fame now, but women's wrestling legend Debra Miceli was actually blacklisted by the WWE for nearly 2 decades. Miceli was let go by the WWE back in 1995 due to budget cuts. But the reason why she was blacklisted for years came on her very first appearance in WWE's rival World Championship Wrestling. At the behest of Eric Bischoff, Miceli grabbed a trash can and dropped the WWE Women's Championship into it. The WCW announcers laughed, and Vince McMahon was livid, blacklisting Miceli all the way until 2015. Chyna. Chyna left the WWE in 2001 after she found out that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were romantically involved, while Laura was still in a relationship with the Game. Alright, pretty bad. But surely she wouldn't get blacklisted for that, right? No, that reason will come a few years later when she filmed an adult video with Triple H's buddy, Sean Waltman, called One Night in China. Classic pun right there. Her adult career would continue throughout the years, and combined with her substance abuse problems, the WWE kept their hands far away from Chyna. Juventud Guerrera. Let's just get this out of the way. Juventud Guerrera thought that The Rock stole his gimmick from him. Yeah, we're not dealing with the sharpest knife in the drawer here. Signing with the WWE in 2005, the Juice drew the ire of the WWE brass about a year later because he refused to tone down his high-flying moves after a botched 450 splash of his fractured Paul London's face. Guerrera's refusal to adapt to WWE's style, combined with an ego problem the size of Mount Rushmore, led to WWE never wanting to do business with this luchador ever again. Teddy Hart. Quite simply, Teddy Hart has attitude problems. When we say attitude problems, we mean problems that would make other problem wrestlers look like Daniel Bryan. The worst of this came in an infamous spot at a Ring of Honor event in 2003, where Hart improvised a series of dangerous flips off the top of a cage, endangering himself and his fellow wrestlers. He would get resigned by WWE in 2005, but was once again released a couple of years later because of his penchant for being a danger to himself and everyone around him. Jimmy Snuka. The most recent blacklisting on this list, Jimmy Snuka was a lot of Americans' first exposure to high flying when he signed with the WWE in the 1980s. However, Snuka's legacy will forever be tarnished by some present legal trouble. Last year, Superfly was arrested and charged with third-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter of his girlfriend Nancy Argentino back in 1983. Since then, WWE has removed Snuka completely from their website. It's highly doubtful that WWE is going to want anything to do with Snuka ever again. Randy Savage. According to an urban legend, the Macho Man slept with a 17-year-old Stephanie McMahon around late 1993. Vince presumably found out around a year later, and this led to Savage leaving the company to go work for WCW and the subsequent blacklisting. While this would be an insane story if true, the more likely reason why Savage was blacklisted is because he gave his word to McMahon that he would stick with the WWE, but ended up signing with WCW. Still, it is damn fun to think of a fantasy Macho Man Triple H feud. The Ultimate Warrior. Warrior's blacklisting from WWE stretches all the way back from 1996, when he no-showed a string of house shows. If Vince McMahon's hatred for Warrior wasn't clear enough, WWE created the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, an hour-and-a-half character assassination with mild compliments sprinkled through. They may have patched things up before the Warrior passed, as evidenced by his Hall of Fame induction, but there is no doubt that the Ultimate Warrior was blacklisted by WWE for years before that. Jeff Jarrett. When Vince Russo left WWE in October 1999, his buddy Jeff Jarrett wanted to go with him as his contract was expiring that month. However, Jarrett was scheduled to defend his Intercontinental title at No Mercy vs. Chyna, the day after his contract expired. Sensing an opportunity to make some green, Jarrett told McMahon he wouldn't perform at No Mercy unless he gave him more money. A good, totally justified move in the short term, but not so good in the long term, as Jarrett was blacklisted by the company since. Oh well, Jeff, you still got Global Force Wrestling. Yay! CM Punk. CM Punk was a multiple-time WWE World Champion, but he abruptly left the company where he made his name in January 2014. For nearly a year, the WWE Universe wondered, what the hell happened to Punk? We got our answer and then some on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast. Punk revealed that WWE's doctors failed to treat his staph infection, and that he was generally fed up of the company's mistreatment of him. While it's been reported that Vince McMahon would be willing to patch things up, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon don't want anything to do with him and have blacklisted the straight-edge superstar. Nails. As far as we know, Nails is the only WWE superstar to ever assault Vincent Kennedy McMahon. In Bret Hart's autobiography, Hart claims that he heard Nails yelling at McMahon for 15 minutes, and then he knocked Vince over to choke him. In the legal aftermath, Nails claimed that McMahon sexually assaulted him and was giving him steroids. Somehow, I don't see this former kayfabe convict being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame anytime soon. So that's our list. Which wrestler that's still blacklisted would you love to see come back? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to TheSportster on YouTube.